If you could ask a question that could create a deep emotional impact in the person you're with, what question would that be? I consider myself a question connoisseur. I really think questions are these powerful, energetic statements that open up life to us in new ways. You know, it was Socrates who said, "Wonder is the gateway to wisdom." In other words, a great question can be the doorway that leads you to new understanding, deeper knowledge, deeper wisdom. And so I'm going to share with you today a question that can take you to deeper places in your relationship when you ask this particular question to the person you're with. Check it out. Hey there, this is Matt, and I'm the founder of the Love and Relationships division of the Brave Thinking Institute, where our mission is empowering people to increase love in their lives one heart at a time. And so if you're not a member of this community, take a moment, click that subscribe button, click the little bell, because every week we bring you videos to inspire you, uplift you, ignite you in your love life, and help you create a life you love living. And so today we're going to explore a very powerful question that can take your relationship to deeper places. It's a beautiful question that expands the love and the connection that you have. And so to demonstrate this question, I'm going to share with you a quick story of a woman who came through the Manifest Your Man program that we deliver. And this woman is in her 60s, and she had a really tough relationship with her mom. Her mom was one of those women that was verbally abusive. Her mom never told her that she loved her. Her mom was super critical. And so there was a lot of healing work that this client needed to do in the front part of this program. And we go deep into forgiveness work, releasing the past, healing the past, so that you can move forward. And this woman's mom is still alive. Now, I don't know what the relationship you had or have with your parents are. Sometimes that relationship is beautiful and healthy, and sometimes that relationship is not. And it's extremely tough, extremely critical. But healing that relationship is often one of the keystones in being able to create a good relationship moving forward. And the healing doesn't happen out there or in the other person. The healing happens inside. And so that's what this client was working on. And so her mom still around in her mid 80s, but her health is deteriorating, her mind is deteriorating, and she's in a nursing home. So every day this client would go and have lunch with her mom. And every day this client would go and pour love on her mom, and began to recognize that her mom's story was tough. Her mom grew up with abusive parents. Her mom had it really tough. And even though her mom did a crappy job as a mother, she did the best job that she knew how. And this client was holding that energy for her mom. And every day she would go to her mom, have lunch, hug her at the end, say, "I love you, Mom," and leave. And every day the mom would have lunch, and it would be polite and nice, but her mom would never say, "I love you." In fact, in 60 years of this woman's life, she's never heard the words, "I love you." One week, this client gets on our group call and has tears in her eyes and says, "Matt, you'll never believe this. Today, and I've been doing this work without any expectation of reciprocation, but I've been just pouring love on my mom today. For the first time in my life, when I went to leave that lunch, I bent down, I embraced my mom, and I said, 'I love you, Mom.' As I tried to leave, she clung on to me, and she pulled me close, and she whispered in my ear, 'I love you too, honey.'" She goes, "You don't know how therapeutic that was, how healing that was for me to hear my mom for the first time in my life. I'm over 60 years old. For the first time I heard my mom say, 'I love you.' And it was from the state of being that I was bringing to that interaction. I'm just so grateful for these learnings, these insights, and these practices. And so here's one of the questions that you can bring to the relationship you're in, whether it's a parent, a mom or a dad, or a significant other, the partner that you're with. And the question is this: ask on a daily basis, is there anything I could do or say today that would make you feel more loved? That is a powerful question. Is there anything I could say or do today that would make you feel more loved? By asking that question, you're literally opening up the space for love. Just asking that question, they're going to feel cared about. I asked this question a couple weeks ago to my wife. Is there anything I could do or say today that would make you feel more loved? She said, "Yes, I need a hug right now." I said I could do that. I went over and gave her a hug. I asked her that question yesterday. Is there anything I could do or say that would make you feel more loved? And she said, no, but just you asking that question feels good. So I challenge you, bring that question into your relationship practice. Ask it just for the next 7 days. Ask it every day to someone in your life and see what the response is. See if it doesn't take you deeper, take that relationship and bring it to a closer place. My question for you is, what practices have you found bring you closer in the relationships that matter to you? Go ahead and post that in the comment section below. There's going to be some great wisdom in these comments. I appreciate you. Here's to your amazing love life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.